Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sandbox. I am so glad you came by today to play with me. We're going to continue here with Signed and Sealed with a Kiss. Our new boyfriend, boyfriend from a box, Roy, has disappeared on us, and we're wondering where he is. Hey, Roy, where did you go? We ask to the empty room. I wait, but there's never a response. Did he go somewhere? Wait, I told him to go for a walk, didn't I? What if he thinks I'm mad at him or something? Oh, no, this is all because I just had to kick him out of my office, isn't it? I am such an idiot. I should really check up on him. Roy is very sensitive. He's like a little puppy. I pull out my phone and stare at the screen for a minute, thankful that I dipped into my savings to buy Roy a phone a few days earlier. Okay, well, that seems a little Deus ex machina. The phone just falls out of the sky. Yeah, there probably should have been a little scene there where we buy him a phone, but developers, maybe that's something you can work on. Even if he's not the best at using it, surely he can figure out how to accept an incoming call, right? I can feel my mind digging for any reason not to press on his contact information, and it makes me feel pathetic. You have to do this. You messed up, and you have to apologize. As if I'm ripping off a Band-Aid, I close my eyes and press my finger down. The phone only rings thrice before Roy picks up.
Hey, beautiful.
I was just thinking about you. I wanted to call, but you were so busy before, and I didn't want to come off as needy. I'm so happy to hear your voice now. He's like a puppy. So he isn't mad at me. I'm glad. It's nice to hear you too, Roy. Where are you anyway? I'm at the mall. Oh, doing a little shopping? Yeah, wait till you see all the things I've bought. There's moisturizer, hand sanitizer, tissues, a coupon for this new Mexican restaurant, and something that looks like an electric toothbrush but isn't. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks cool. Sounds like you're having fun. Well, as much fun as I can when you're not around. Aw, you've been busy, huh? Well, good for you. You should come with me next time. Once I get my first paycheck, I'll treat you to something special. Wait, you haven't got your first paycheck yet? What are you planning to use to buy? The phone line goes dead. In the pit of my stomach, I know I shouldn't take this lightly, but another part of me, which may be drunk and delirious on Roy's sweet nothings, doesn't really care. I'll just accept this as instant karma.
Good to see you.
I'm in here. Roy has 3 large bags weighing him down. He waddles over to the kitchen with a huge smile on his face. What's all that? I picked up a few things for dinner. I'm sorry, Roy. I didn't know when you were coming back, so I already ate. It's okay. I'll cook it tomorrow. Did you leave leftovers for me? I just had a frozen dinner. There's a few more in the freezer if you want one, though.
Oh?
Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry. I'm not used to having other people here. It's fine. I can make my own dinner. I'm not even that hungry, so you don't have to apologize. No, listen, I'll make you something. No, you don't have to do that. I can cook pretty well now, and I even got most of this at discount. Look at this salmon. It was half off. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing so much? I feel bad about kicking you out like that earlier. I mean, I wasn't trying to, but I'm sure you interpreted it that way, and no, Brian, I didn't. I just wanted to give shopping a try. I promise. Oh, well, that's a huge relief. But even so, I I don't know what to do about all of this. How I'm meant to treat you, and this, and us. I mean, not us. I mean, I'm not even sure about that anymore. Do you want there to be an us? I, yes, I do. But at the same time, I don't know if now's the time for that. We barely know each other, Roy. I mean, you're gorgeous and talented and gorgeous and kind and gorgeous and open-minded. Did I mention gorgeous? You might have once. Anyway, my point is, you have so many amazing qualities, but you're dependent on me right now. I don't want to take advantage of you. Brian. Roy looks at me all happy, blushy, and adorable, but I've talked myself into an emotional hole. I don't know what to say next. I'm starting to worry that this silence will never end. So I do what anyone would do. I pick up the discount salmon and rush to the stove to cook it in an attempt to stave off any lingering feelings of temptation. Oh, the salmon looks good. I could cook it or grill or... Brian, can I take you on a date tomorrow?
You're too cute.
I have the day off tomorrow, and so do you. I thought it might be fun. Or it doesn't have to be a date if you don't want it to be. Just, we can do something together. Maybe while holding hands and splitting a milkshake?
That's amazing.
So is that a yes? It's a yes. 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 Can we hug it out? Sure. Roy wraps his arms around me, and I rest my head against his chest. A strange calm washes over me. This feeling is so nice. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I long to have it become familiar. Perhaps even a daily occurrence. And I haven't felt truly happy in a long, long time. I can't deny it. This is the closest I've gotten to that in a long time. But at the same time, it isn't Roy's job to fix my problems. Even if he can pick up all the pieces for me, I know it wouldn't be healthy. I should stop. I will, right about now. I pull away and turn towards the groceries. All that hugging has made me hungry enough to cook a meal for both of us. Or maybe I just want to eat my emotions. Either way, I'm hungry, is what I'm saying. Utilizing the very best of my culinary skills, I managed to burn everything. Right, I forgot to mention that I'm a terrible cook. Roy taps a finger against the burnt crust of his salmon fillet, his stomach growling noisily as he hangs his head in defeat. Depressing gloom surrounds us while he tries to eat around the black parts. I should probably take care of all the cooking from now on. Deal. Oh, and here we get to pick more stuff for Roy. More stats for him. So, look on his face is, slightly upturned corners of his mouth there. So, pretty neutral. At work, he's going to put in a lot of effort because that's important. And what I like in a boyfriend is kindness and intelligence and sexiness, of course. Sexiness comes from pole dancing. Bada boom, there's sexiness. We're going to do that again. Bada boom, there's more sexiness. And kindness comes from tending the garden. There's more kindness. And intelligence comes from visiting the library, of course. And let's see. So we've got two. We're going to do more sexiness. Brian, are you ready? Yeah, you can come in. Roy walks into the room with his hands over his eyes, but it's obvious that he can still see through the gap in his fingers. With an exasperated sigh, I pull his arms to the sides.
You're too cute.
You look cute today. Thank you, Roy. I'm glad you think so. Me too. I was kind of worried for a moment. Usually you look like you're going to do my taxes. I'm not sure what to say to that. Is something wrong? Based on the man's expression of genuine surprise, I can only surmise that his comment was not, in fact, intended to be a neg. Well, some days I like to look like I sit on the other side of an accountant's desk. Good one. I sigh and tap my chin before shrugging, deciding that I don't want our not date to be ruined by intrusive thoughts. I have to say, your personality feels all over the place sometimes, though. Oh, do you think so? So, I guess I am still in that awkward in-between stage. Well, how long until you get a type? I think it'll happen pretty soon. Okay, good to know. The developers are warning us here that we have a certain amount of time to develop Roy. Roy shrugs. It's not the answer I'm looking for, but I'm pretty sure he knows that. I open my mouth to press him on the subject when a notification pops up on my phone. Oh. Oh, good or oh, bad? Oh, both, I guess. Dear Brian, you'll be glad to know that we've located your Reflections Loveseat. It was accidentally delivered to a well-known Canadian recluse. However, we are unable to retrieve your product and fear the worst. Because you are such a loyal customer, we have shipped you a replacement. It should arrive sometime this afternoon. Well, thank you for the notice, Furniture Factory. Due to the inconvenience, we've also refunded the shipping costs to your account, and well, thanks, that's helpful, and have attached a gift card for your next purchase. Well, okay, I'm not sure that makes up for it, but okay. Please ensure someone is at your house to receive the package. Thank you for your patience from all of us at Tea and Biscuit Land Furnishings. My love seat is getting delivered today, which is good. So, no date? This wasn't supposed to be a date in the first place, you remember? But, yeah, sort of. I'm so sorry, Roy. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have planned things out better.
No way.
Roy's shoulders slump forward. The sparkle vanishes from his eyes, but he tries to keep a smile on his face. We can still do something together. We just have to do it here, at home, indoors.
That's amazing.
Well, that could be fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. It will be, so don't... A second notification pops up on my phone. What the hell? Oh. I don't like it when you say that. What's wrong now? It's my manager, but... what to do? Call them, send a text message, ignore it. Well, ignoring it almost never works. So we're going to rule that one out. Call them or send a text message. Either way, I'm kind of screwed. I'm taking time away from Roy. I promised I would spend time with him. Sending a text probably means multiple texts. I should probably just call. And get it straightened out. Even though it might mean that I get called away and I have to go into work. But that could happen with text messages too. Okay, I'm just going to call. Just give me a moment, alright? I consider replying with a text message, but I'm already on thin ice, so I decide to call them back. Can you give me a minute? Again, I am so sorry. Yeah, it's fine. Take your time. Roy is... I don't deserve him. The moment the door closes, I call my manager back. Okay, I'll see you then. Oh, that doesn't sound good. To my relief, things aren't as bad as I anticipated. Oh, okay. I go downstairs to find Roy reading on the couch, but he has the book upside down and a guilty expression on his face. What was he doing? He wasn't reading. You weren't eavesdropping on my conversation, were you? No. He sits up abruptly, but then notices that his book is the wrong way round and flips it over, presenting it to me. I was reading, and I might have overheard a little bit of what you said. Well, you don't have to worry. It's pretty much sorted out now, so we can have fun. I just have to swing by the office a little later to check up on the project's progress, but until then, I'm all yours. Roy gives me a saucy smile before laughing. Let's wait until it gets a little darker for that, sweetheart. I sit beside Roy on the couch, and he shoves a few things off to make more room for me. This may be my house, but he sure made himself at home in the living room. You have a lot of books, Brian. Have you read all of them? Not all of them, but most of them, yes. I mean, at the very least, I plan to get through them someday. They kind of just start to pile up, you know? You buy a few novels you've been eyeing during sales on Blamazon, and before you know it, your backlog is bigger than you can read through in a weekend. Well, I'll take your word for it. Oh, right. I guess he hasn't experienced much of the real world yet, has he? Oops. Have you read this one? Roy holds out the book he was reading, in quotation fingers, before I came downstairs. I shake my head. I don't even recognize the cover. It looks too weird to be something I'd read. What's it called? The 7 Districts of Sin, The Tail Makes the Fox? Well, that sounds hot. Oh my god, that sounds cringy. In the game, I think it's cringy. In real life, it sounds kind of hot. When did I buy that? The man hands me the book, and I flick through the first chapter. A photo falls out from between the pages. Suddenly, it dawns on me. I didn't buy this book. Who's that? Oh, she was my best friend growing up. The photo is of her wife, and their 3 kids. I never thought she'd be the motherly type, but she looks so happy with Katie and their family.
That's amazing.
So you do have friends? Of course I do. When can I meet her? I put the photo back into the book and throw it on the chair. It's exhausting to think about the past. Yeah, probably never. She moved to Scandinavia when she got married. I haven't spoken to her since. She always wanted to get published. I'm glad her dream came true. Roy retrieves the book and reads the first few pages aloud. It's pretty good. You should read it. He passes it to me. As much as I want to put it back on the shelf and forget about the whole thing, Roy looks like he wants to read it. I pick up from where he left off, and the two of us slowly work through the first few chapters of the novel. As cringy as the title is, the contents aren't half bad.
No way.
You know, it's getting late. I should probably head to the office now. I suppose I can't say anything to make you stay? No, I'm sorry, Roy. If I don't take care of this now, I mean, who knows what they'll do to M. I have a weird job. I'm not sure what my job is exactly, but it's weird. I get a weird feeling from it. I mean, who knows what'll happen to my team on Monday? They've fallen behind, and they need my help. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And besides, I'm glad you're a team player. Oh, they call me a player, all right. Roy and I silently stare at each other for a good minute. We both know it's a bad joke, but neither of us wants to acknowledge it. Well, I'd better get going. I'll see you soon, Roy. I only get as far as the front door before Roy calls out to me. What about your Loveseat? The delivery? Oh, right. Can you stay here and wait for it, please?
I'm here for you.
Sure, no problem. Oh, thanks. Hey, it was fun hanging out with you today. I'm sorry I have to go and do this when I promised to stay, but I don't mind, Brian. You tried, and I had fun too. I nod and try to leave, but my body isn't doing a good job of following my orders. I stumble over the shoe rack before reaching the doorknob. Bye then.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Multiple times. I don't really want to leave. I stand by the door. I know what I want to say, and I know it's going to sound weird, but wish me luck? Good luck at work, Brian. Hurry home. Why do I need luck? I will. The sooner I get there, the sooner I can leave, and then we can carry on with our, date? Yes, date. Ms. Rivers' low blood sugar levels will seriously kill me one of these days. She can go from 100 to cuddly Mrs. Claus in the time it takes her to scarf down an ice cream sandwich. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about losing my job today. Unfortunately, it will only further highlight that my future depends on my boss's terrible diet. It's not the most comfortable position to be in, but at least it pays well. After several hours, things at work wind down. I'm finally able to go home, but I'm not in a rush to get there. When I pull up outside my house, I'm glad to see that it's not burnt down. That's a plus. There isn't even a mob of police vehicles or a screaming crowd outside, so everything must be great. Now, Where could Roy be? Check the living room, check the kitchen, check the office. He likes to cook. I'm going to check the kitchen first. The moment I open the door, I'm lured into the kitchen by the warm scent of freshly baked cookies. Ooh. To my utter shock, what I find is Roy bent over, flashing his naked ass in my direction. What in the world? I don't know what party I missed, but I'm kind of bummed out now. Oh, you're back. He stands up and turns to face me. His front half is thankfully covered by an apron, but he's otherwise wearing nothing except a pair of socks. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh, well, he's wearing underwear, not actually an apron in the drawing. Well, that's too bad. Developers, you fix that. He should be wearing an apron. Well, that's not modesty. It's just common sense, really. What are you up to? Baking, isn't it obvious? Just in case it isn't, Roy shakes the tray of cookies in his hands for effect. While completely naked? I didn't want to get my clothes dirty. I only have one outfit, remember? I don't know where to start. The fact that for the past 2 weeks Roy has been wearing the same clothes, or the fact that he's baking cookies in the nude. Yeah, but why are you naked? I'm not. I'm technically, anyway, and that's the best kind of true. Plus, it's not like you're seeing anything new. I was naked when I first arrived, and I'm pretty sure you've gone all the way with a guy at least once, so what's the big deal? It's just skin. Roy, please don't walk around the house. Okay, let me pause right here. I'm way more prudish in this game than I am in real life, because I agree with Roy. It's just skin, and I've seen it all before, so you do you, buddy. You want to walk around naked? Go right ahead. In my personal opinion, you go right ahead. But in the game, I'm a little more prudish, for whatever reason. Wait a second. Are those cranberry cookies? Are those vegan cookies? Is that peanut butter? Vegan cookies? Aren't all... Well, we'll go with vegan. Completely, with fair trade approved chocolate chips too. Oh, that's good. I'm impressed. You should already know that the only cruelty I endorse is completely consensual and for the greater good of you. I'll let Roy have that one. I mean, after all, he seems very proud of his innuendo, not to mention that he has cookies, which makes me extra tolerable of his cringy flirting. Okay, can I have a cookie? It's a crime for my sexy body to be on display, and yet you're more than happy to have my moist, gooey cookies stuffed into your mouth? Well, you can't eat them right now. They're too hot. You're too hot to eat. What? What? Is this what you've been doing all day? Well, pretty much. I found something on the internet called ladyfingers. It wasn't the kind of porn I was expecting at first, but they did look good. After that, I made brownies, a carrot cake, and something called Charlotte Royale. That one definitely sounded like a porn star's name, but again, it was just a pastry. So I've baked away all of my frustration. That's a good way to cope. Roy's been slowly eating those delectable-looking cookies since I walked into the house. Now that he's down to the last 5, I'm starting to sympathize with his troubles. Where does it go? Let's take a look at Roy here. Where's all that sugar go? He's not putting it on his gut. So I baked away all my frustration. Oh, sorry, I went back for some reason. Wait a minute. He's eating the cookies? I thought you said those were too hot to eat. Oh, well, look at that. They're all cool now. Roy's acting strangely, but I can't overlook it since there's a plate full of cookies with my name on it. Don't mind if I do. I reach forward and grab one. Before I can make contact, however, he pulls it away and throws the entire plate into the trash. Hey, dude, what the fuck? There we are. Cool enough for the trash to eat. Hey! That wasn't cool. I wanted a cookie. All right. We're going to cut the episode right there. Come back and see if I pummel Roy into a bloody pulp for throwing away my cookies. We'll see you next time in the sandbox.